When all seems lost, we still have to believe in miracles. And the fact that Ran Gvili, the last hostage, came home and they were reading from the Psalms, Hine lo yanum velo yishan shomer Yisrael, he will not slumber nor sleep that watches over Israel. Even as our enemies built up infrastructure to destroy us, it came crumbling down. And there's so many details about the work to bring this last hostage home. It was just phenomenal. And actually, the arrest of an Islamic Jihad terrorist who was involved in military operations against us was the one who actually gave the information as to where his body was located. There was a few different locations we were looking right over here, and eventually we found the correct one. It was in the Al-Batash cemetery in the northern Gaza Strip. And of course our information, the Shin Bet, based on this information, set out on a large-scale operation along with us, with Yahalom, identified him, very intense, I'm not going to go into the details here, and brought him home. The joy that the impossible is possible. Who would have thought that every single hostage would come back home, including the bodies, for an honorable burial? Who would have guessed? His parents, were so amazed to find him whole and to bury him with his uniform. And so right here on the yellow line, it's amazing, really. And of course we pray this prayer, Baruch Matir Asurim. Blessed is he who frees the captives and bring them home now. This applies to all the Jewish people that one day will come home to the promised land and be established here. And it's just phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. I will say this, that it's called Operation Braveheart. All the people who fought here to protect Israel, to defend Israel, to bring Sergeant Ran Gvili home are all brave hearts. They are. And I'm just so honored to serve alongside with them. I mean, there was even dentists. There was dentists that were checking the teeth to make sure it's him, dental identification, checking with scanners, health support for soldiers, seeing so many bodies, having to pick up so many bodies. It's definitely intense. And the intelligence community that has helped, everybody that has helped to do this, it's such a system that works together. And the Air Force, the girl who folds the parachutes is no less important than the commando. I'm a commando, right, who uses the parachute. And so it's just been a season. I feel we're able to conclude one chapter of Israel's history and begin a chapter of healing. I do hope that Palestinian Islamic Jihad, the Hamas, everybody, the Nukhba, even the Hezbollah, even the Al-Shabiba youth camps, that there will be a real change. A change in the world, a message to all the jihadists around the world, even Boko Haram, even ISIS, that crime doesn't pay. And, it was not just Hamas, it was the Palestinian Islamic Jihad, you see? And these tunnels under the hospitals, these tunnels under mosques, these tunnels under kindergartens, it's got to stop. And the head of Octopus, Iran, must stop. You know that Iran is signaling some kind of readiness. I don't know what they're about to do, but we're on full alert here. And Iran's naval commander says they're armed, they're fully ready to, quote, defend their nation. But right now it doesn't seem like there's an imminent strike. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we're ready. We're ready. United Arab Emirates says, don't use our territory. I think this is a message to America. Qatar? And then they said, don't use our territory to strike Iran. So even though, people think they have a base there and they have operations there, you got to know, you can't trust jihadists or those who support jihadists, and we have to be very careful, very wise, and listen to the correct counsel. There's counsel that happens to us from all kinds of directions, and that's been true throughout history, hasn't it? It's true that in Jeremiah 31, verse 35 through 36, it says, only if these decrees vanish from my sight, the sun and the moon in the sky, only then will Israel vanish from my sight. Israel shall remain a nation before me. And guys, we're not going anywhere. Let's win this.